Hi there, this is Snowcitytarot, and I'm here with a pick a deck reading. Today's topic is going to be a request. I apologize, I forgot who requested this one, and I didn't have time to go through my comments. But today's topic is going to be, should you stay or should you go? So this is for people that are ready to know the answer, just so you know. So I want you guys to really consider whether or not you want this reading, and if you really want to know whether you should stay or go, or if you're still holding on to something and you're not quite ready yet, I would suggest you leave. So that way the people that are emotionally ready to figure this out can have their attention, more of my attention directed to them, instead of somebody who's like, I really want it to work. So just if you could possibly find a different reading, that would be great. For those of you that are ready to find out this answer, I have 3 decks. I have an olive wood cross to choose from. I have the Sun, and I have my St. Joseph's Oratory coin. So for those of you that picked the olive wood cross, this is your deck. You've got the 1001 Nights Tarot. Let me move this back. Yeah, there we go. Okay. So for those of you that picked olive wood cross, should you stay or should you go? So I'm going to look at the relationship. I'm going to look at this relationship from a couple angles. I'm not ready yet. So what is the situation between you and your person, olive wood people? That's the situation. This is how they feel. This is how you feel about it. This is if you stay. This is if you go. So situation between you is the Knight of Swords. We have the Ace of Pentacles, we have the 4 of Wands, we have the 7 of Wands, and we have the King of Swords. So I see the Knight of Swords here, so the situation between the two of you could involve a younger person, another person. If not, this could indicate that there's a lot of fighting going on, a lot of arguments, a lot of quick words being said, a situation that kind of creeps up really suddenly and out of nowhere. So it's like maybe you and your person are having arguments that are explosive and over nothing, and it's kind of just escalates really quickly. So maybe that is why you're here, because you're wondering, you know, how long is that going to last for? Is this a forever thing or what? Can we clarify the Knight of Swords, please? The Venerable Woman. Okay. So there could be another woman. The second, the High Priestess, well, usually a good card and a good representative of you know, a person. In this case, in this sense, can mean a secret sort of thing. So maybe there's an affair. Maybe there's another woman, another secret woman, some sort of outlier that's getting in the way of things. We do have Cancer energy, and we do have Gemini energy here. So it's it does look like this could be a possible third-party situation. If it's not a third-party situation, it's possible that your partner has a lot of secrets, or they're not being forthright about how they're feeling, and so as a result they might be coming up with these huge arguments, like getting mad so easily that Yeah, Eight of Swords. Or this person has like anxiety, and it's gotten to the point where it's so bad, it's starting to affect other people in their lives. Like, you know, maybe they're anxious, so they're snapping at people. Maybe their condition has become so unmanageable that you're fighting. And it could be you, and it could be them. It's not really, because this is a situation between the two of you. So one of the partners could be very touchy and very sensitive, and, you know, could be very doubtful of themselves. Perhaps their own self-esteem is causing issues with your relationship and causing you to fight. So that's kind of what I see with that. Okay, so what is the, how do they feel about the situation? This person feels like things are fine, perhaps. You can restart, maybe. They're feeling like there's an opportunity still left here, but they're still remaining cautious about it. They're still remaining not entirely... their faith isn't entirely in this still, but they do feel like there's a chance to get this, to revive this. We have the Knave of Wands. So yeah, they're willing to compromise, they're willing to experiment, they're willing to try new things to try to make it work this time around. Let's see, how you're feeling about it is, well, we have the Four of Wands, so it's actually pretty positive. You're willing to work together. I feel like you're a little bit more in the energy of making this work for a long time, whereas this person's kind of like, all right, I'll give you a second shot. But this one is, your energy is much more positive, much more uplifting, and optimistic. Clarify the Four of, oh, hello. The Seven of Cups, yes. You're willing to be more compromising, I want to say, but at the same time, there's like this energy about you where, yeah, there's a lot of thinking and a lot of things you could do, but you don't know if you actually want to do them or if you want to even put in the effort to do them. So part of you, I feel like you're willing to compromise and make this work, but at the same time, you kind of think that you're like delusional about it. Like you're kind of thinking like, well, it hasn't worked before. I don't know why it's going to work this time, but all right, I'll give it a shot. So I feel like there's a sense of reluctance with your energy as opposed to theirs. So, yeah. So for the topic of should you stay, we have the Seven of Wands. It's basically saying with the Seven of Wands is the outcome if you stay will basically be more obstacles. And in this setting, I would even say, though, you may end up backing down and giving up in the end, even if you stay. So I don't see that as very positive. Can we clarify the Seven of Wands, please? I mean, if you stay, you're up against a lot, but do you have the stamina? We have the Lovers, and we have the Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, I mean, if you stay, the outcome could be all right. Nine of Pentacles, though, isn't a very sociable card. It's like you're still alone. Even in the upright, it's like you're still alone. You don't really need anybody else or anything else. Clarify the Lovers, please. Will this work out? If they stay. Nine of Spades. Okay, so I'm going to see the Lovers in this context as separation, because I have the Seven of Wands, which is basically talking about, you know, standing up against things, taking on a bigger fight. But the Nine of Swords, I want to say this might indicate a separation, perhaps. And that's maybe why I'm seeing this Nine of Pentacles. So it's possible that it may still be a situation in which you'll be leaving. Let me see what it is though if you go, because I kind of feel like this could also be interpreted in a way that is like saying that things will be okay still. Like you could stand up against this opposition and it could work out. You could stay together. The Nine of Swords could be in the reverse in this context and mean that you'll get to the root of the problems that you guys are experiencing. In some cases, this, in a divinatory sense, though, is just as bad. It just depends on what definition you'd want to go for. But this is kind of like working on your issues together, which I think would explain why the Seven of Wands is here. The Nine of Pentacles, though, does indicate, you know, having enough. If you put enough effort in, it should pay off. Things will be stable. Maybe. So, I mean, it could go either way. It depends on how willing you and your partner are in trying to make it work. So, in the outcome, we have for going, should you stay or should you go? We have the go category. We have the King of Swords. So, should you stay or should you go? The outcome of going is the King of Swords. So, there's some independence here. There's logic, there's rational thinking, there's clarity. Person that is kind of in control here. It's like you're taking back some power here, maybe that was lost. Can we clarify the King of Swords? The Three of Cups. Okay. Well, if you leave, like I said, you'll be in control. You'll have clarity. You'll be able to think clearer. Like, I'm wondering if maybe there's some gaslighting here, some fogginess that's kind of being put on you that is causing you to not think clearly or be confused maybe. There is a lot of fighting. People gaslight not intentionally. They don't necessarily do it because they are, you know, being malicious. So you may not know you're being gaslighted. That happens sometimes. Ace of Chalices. Yeah, so there's new love on the way if you leave. If you choose to leave, you could do either. If you work on it and you work hard, you could see a improvement, but that's only if you know your person well enough that they will do the work to get into that mind state. If this person has tried and failed multiple times, I want to say that this is indicating another failure. If your person and you want to work this out, I do see a success. If you leave, though, either way, I feel like you do have some happiness here afterwards. Independence, I see multiple love partners, possibly. Fun, celebrating, going out, enjoying life. And I have the Ace of Cups as well, so I feel like even in your exploration of new people, you will find one that you want to hang on to. Sincerely. All right. I think that is all I want to do then. That looks like it. All right. Well, thank you for watching Group 1. Please like, comment, subscribe. If you're interested in getting a private reading with me, my information is in the description box. Next up, we have the Sun. So, some people. Should you stay? Should you go? Let's take a look. All right. Sun card people. This is the situation. You guys may be separated right now. You may not have an ability to meet each other. You may be in love with each other, but you may not be able to meet. Hang on. I probably should pull the rest of these cards. You're both in kind of interesting energy here, but the situation is the Five of Pentacles. So I feel like you could be separated, or you guys could be in love with each other but not able to meet. So can we clarify this Five of Pentacles for group 2? Devil card. Clarify the Devil card. Okay, interesting. I'm seeing interesting stuff here. Could be looking at addictive natures. Could be looking at codependency. People maybe in this relationship may feel like they don't have enough of something, not enough money, they're not pretty enough, they're not nice enough, not rich enough, not stable enough, some sort of thing like that. And I feel like actually it might be related to financial stability. I get a sense that somebody could be a gambler, though, with this card and this card. I feel like there's this constant struggle to make more, do more. It might not necessarily be like slot machines, but it could be like taking risks, a risk taker in order to get another bigger thing. And I feel like one of you may have stepped out and been like, hey, no more. I don't want to be on the ride of you trying to get more, have more, that sort of thing. Yeah, in some cases, though, this could be dealing with somebody who has an addiction. Somebody could have... these cards, I'd say this could indicate like a loss of property, like maybe there's property that was lost or friendship that was lost with the 9, because I'm taking this in the reverse divinatory sense, could mean that that was lost. But this also indicates a lack of discipline, so it's very possible that there could be this lack of discipline in this relationship. So there's something that somebody feels they don't have control over. They just can't say no to one thing. I just kind of getting that. So they can't say no to alcohol. They can't say no to other men or women. They can't say no to food. You know, there's just some kind of dependency on a substance, I want to say. So this is their feeling. This is your feeling on the situation. So their feeling, we have Taurus. This could be them. Taurus is a sign of abundance in many ways. This is, though, also the this is the Hierophant. So depending on their situation, I want to see what the Hierophant's about, please. This is how they feel. We have 2 5s. Pleasure, pleasure, pleasure. That's kind of like this person's thing. They like pleasure. So it could be their addiction. It could be their aspect like that. But what it tells me is this person may be feeling like they want to be like reformed. They want to get better. They want to do better. They want to adhere to maybe they have is it 5-step program? I don't know. I don't know much about AA, but I know that they have like a program that's sort of religious based for Alcoholics Anonymous or something like that. If not, this person wants to kind of have more rules, have more regulations for themselves. I think that they're kind of ready to back down from whatever this is. Maybe they're afraid of losing you. But I see that there's like somebody trying to back down and try to reform themselves, become better. How do you feel about it? The Queen of Swords. At this point, you're like, all right, enough. I'm going to just tell you what I think right now. So maybe you've already done this, or maybe you're planning on doing this, but it looks like you're ready to just, go up to them and say, listen, you have a problem. We're going to do something about this. Or I'm ready to leave, whatever stage of this you're in. Let's clarify the Queen of Swords. Oh gosh, yeah. This is someone ready to go to war. This is somebody that's, I feel like if this is truly your energy, I don't even know why you need to be here. Because it looks like you're ready to go. You're ready to either fight this person tooth and nail, or strong arm them into some submission, or you are ready to get the hell out of there. Can we clarify the Queen of Swords? It looks like you might be trying to make it work. You're willing to make it work. You're going to be very straightforward, and you're not going to be very forgiving, but it does look like you want to make it work with the Ten of Cups. So what is the effort? Or I'm sorry, not the effort. Why did I say that? You want to put in the effort, I guess? I don't know. What is the outcome if you choose to stay? We have the Queen of Pentacles. We have a wife. This could be you. If you're a man, this could be you staying with a wife. This could be you nurturing this wife, but this could also mean something else. So let's see, clarify the Queen of Pentacles. Healing. So I see that this could mean healing. This could mean that you could stay with this person if you take care of them. I do sense that it'll be more work for you, perhaps, because this is somebody that's a little bit self-sacrificing, within reason, not out of control. But this is somebody who takes care of others, makes sure they're on track, eating healthy, taking care of themselves, getting enough sleep, make sure that they have enough to sustain themselves. So I would say that the outcome is favorable. I see that this looks like a recovery to me. So it's possible this person could recover. So what's the outcome if you go? Clarify the Six of Wands. I mean, if you go, it's possible that you will move on and you will feel like you came out of this successful and you made the right decision, is what I feel like you're going to feel like. Can you clarify the Six of Wands, please? New inspiration, better self-image. This is interesting. Both of these are about self-image. Both of these are about self-esteem. So I'm kind of wondering if something about this person, maybe they put you down. Maybe they're verbally abusive. Maybe they make you feel like crap. Maybe they call you names or call you stupid or, treat you bad. Insult your appearance or something like that. I wonder if somebody is under the influence, and it doesn't have to be alcohol related. This could be just somebody who is codependent and, they might just be. This person. This is an emotional lack or a physical lack, some sort of lack when there really isn't one. At times. So I'm wondering if this person has bad self-esteem, if they have personal problems that they're taking out on you. This person could be survivor of some sort of trauma, but either way, this sort of toxic behavior, regardless of whatever their trauma is, it's not an excuse for treating people like garbage. Sorry. And if anybody uses that as a reason or justifies their own treatment of people, justifies the treatment based on trauma, they need to get their head straight, because that is not correct. You don't cause trauma because you have trauma, it's not right. So, I see that there is an upturn. But at what cost? If this person is not an alcoholic and you feel this way, like this person put you down, maybe just the way that they fight with you might be something that really demeans you. I would say the outcome for going is rather positive. I think that if you go regardless, like if you make either decision here, it depends on the devil you know is what's coming up in my head. So you'll be more of the things that you know. This is the enemy that you know. This one is the enemy that you don't know, and perhaps this one might be scarier for you if you didn't want to try something new. But if you did try something new, there would be positive things. There would be light at the end of the tunnel here. If you stay, though, it's potential, like, depending on whether you know your person well enough that you think that your self-esteem would recover if this person would recover. If this person that's just how they handle their problems, is putting you down, then I would suggest that maybe this is the way, unless they are willing to address their problems and fix them. But again, it's very specific to your situation and your person. But overall, I see positivity here. If you leave, there's going to be new inspiration, new action, new creative energy, a new vision for yourself, new confidence. You might find somebody who appreciates you more. If you stay, they could take care of you. This could be them in the end, them's taking care of you. But overall, there's going to be new hope, new optimism. Now, this could just be saying that it ends at hope, though. I don't know. Is this going to be overall happy ending? Or is it just saying that there will be hope, but... Yeah, I think there's some stability here. Someone's going to take control. We got the King of Wands. We got the Ten of Wands. You guys could still live together, still have a family, still share finances. I think that if... it'll go back to like status quo, which could be ideal for you, depending on how willing you are to take the leap and get out of this. So I do see that there's success on either side. But if you know that your person isn't going to change, they're stubborn, or they've tried in the past and failed, I'd say give this a shot. But other than that, yeah, you could probably stay as well. Just use your best judgment. That's why I don't say yes or no in these, because I want people to use their best judgment. I explain the outcomes instead of explaining yes or no, because the outcomes kind of give you a better idea, and it puts making a choice in your hands, which is honestly where your answers should come from in the first place, is you. But this kind of helps you sort out your mind. So, yeah. Either or. I hate to say either or, but that's kind of the nature of this spread. So, okay. Thank you for watching Group 2. Please like, comment, subscribe. If you need a personal reading with me, my details are in the description box. Lastly, we have the St. Joseph's Oratory coin. Sorry, I like tossing this. ADD's going off. Alright. Okay. So the St. Joseph's Oratory coin. What is the situation between you and your person? Eight of Swords as the situation. Their feelings, your feelings. Should you stay? Should you go? And spill the cards. Oh, interesting. The situation between the two of you has a lot to do with how you guys are perceiving yourselves, I think. You might be hyping each other out. Hyping? No, not hype. Psyching yourselves out. Can you clarify the 8? These are like little problems. I don't see this as a really, really big problem, but it's enough to frustrate you. Looks like there's psyching out. You're both psyching each other out. There's some sort of decision that has to be made. Or just getting the ball rolling with something. And maybe sending a message. Could just be communicating is difficult. Why is it difficult? Well, no, that could be a huge question. That's a much bigger question. But it looks like there's some sort of difficulty with communication. Perhaps you both have a crush on each other and you just can't talk to each other, can't send any messages or something like that. Or don't know how to talk, or don't know how to get things started. It's like you're both kind of passive and don't know how to initiate. How do you feel about it? I think that you feel positive. I think at some point you're probably willing to make this jump, but at the same time, maybe you're questioning whether this person's all in or not because they're not making a move. It looks like you're kind of remaining cautious about it. So it looks like you're kind of looking to start something, but you're not sure about it? Can we clarify the ace? You see an opportunity in it for sure. 6 of Cups. How you feel about it? I feel like it's like you're caught between this being something that is past and done with and something that is new and still has the ability to be initiated. Ten of Cups. So I think that there's a mutual affection here. You feel there's a mutual affection here. In this case, the 6 of Cups could also indicate that this person has a very soft, there's a very fondness, there's a very special place in your heart for this person. Like you would if you had like a long-term, like childhood friend. You know, the girl next door, the boy next door type of vibe. That's kind of this card to me. It's like the boy/girl next door. So there's like a fondness and a sweetness with this, which is nice to see because the last two were very deep, heavy problems. So this is a lot nicer. So this looks like this might be like my crush viewer. You know, the person who comes in who has a crush on somebody, but can't get it started, and you're wondering if you should give up before you start. Like if it's even worth the trouble. That's kind of the vibe I get with this one. So how does your person feel? Overwhelmed. They feel like they have been at this a long time and they just can't carry it anymore. They can't keep going anymore. At some point they're going to have to put this down so they can continue on with life. Clarify. There's like too much going on. The Hermit. How do they feel about it? They're not sure. I feel like they're trying to seek some sort of inner wisdom about this. They might be overthinking. They don't know if they should talk to you. That you're both kind of in the same stage, in the same energy regarding this, and it's not, and it's really like this is because this 8 of Swords is directed at the self. It's never directed at the other person. It's directed at the self because this is somebody who's tied up, and that is the symbolism of their own mental limitations or the limitations that they put on themselves. So really, I think you guys are both in your own headspace about this in a very nervous, self-conscious kind of way. There's no hatred here, though. I don't sense that. I think that there's genuine affection for one another. This person feels they need more guidance, though, because they can't figure it out. They need more guidance because this seems like a bigger situation to them than maybe it is to you. This could be a bigger situation for them, something they've never encountered before, and they don't know what to do with it. So, should you stay? We have the Ace of Wands. I would say yes. There's potential here. There's passion. There's activity. There's good self-esteem. Can we clarify the Ace of Wands, please? This guy wants to go. Who is this? Judgment. It's like yes. Heck yes. Heck yes, you should stick around. The outcome, if you stick around, is you guys will eventually talk about this. And this opportunity will be offered from either you or them. Just somebody needs to take this leap. It's just, you're both kind of, you're both similar in the way that you are handling this. You're more assured, like you're more confident than this person is, though. Because it's like you have like this proof like this absolute certainty that this is a mutual interest. This person may not know. They may just be having a crush on you, and they're not really sure what they should do with it. But you're pretty sure. But you're in a very good positive space when you think about them. If you leave, we have the outcome of a coming and going of a matter. You know, it'll suck. If you choose to leave, it'll suck. It may end quickly. Or this person may rush in. Who knows? Let's see. Can we get a clarifier on the Knight of Swords? Oh my gosh. No, there's two. I'm having difficulty shoveling today. Shuffling, not shoveling. Okay. I don't think you have a choice. The other ones were kind of like, yeah, good outcome here, yeah, good outcome here. But this one looks like it's like if you throw, this person's a boomerang. If you threw them out, they would swing back around and come back. Because the Eight of Wands is like instant, let's get back together, like this instant communication. Not now, right now, like we're not gonna, it just doesn't look like that either of you want to separate. It looks like you may both be aware, because if you can't like leave, like how would this person know if you guys didn't talk about this or know about this? Is like how the heck would this person know you've left? Unless this is also saying that you might, you know, if you decide to leave, you might back down and come back. You might back down and change your mind immediately and quickly too. With the Knight of Swords, it's not like, it's not a very indecisive energy. It's so you could be like, yeah, I'm giving up. This is great. I'm gonna go start a new life, and then you're like, no, maybe not. No, maybe not. Nah. So you go right back. So honestly, I don't think you have a choice. I feel like your only option is this. If you can't leave, then just go this direction and see what happens. Because it doesn't seem like this is your option. And something is like inspiring you to possibly go back this way. And look, he's even headed in that direction. So yeah, should you stay? Should you go? You don't have a choice. Just stay. Maybe just try to talk it out or something like that. It just yeah, it's really all you can do is just communicate about this. So it's really interesting. Side note for anybody who's just interested in this sort of stuff, symbolism and whatever. I don't know. I have this guy here, St. Michael, and then I've got St. Michael here, and they both have the scales. I don't know if this is St. Michael. It's just the Knight of Swords, but I have the scales here. Maybe your person's a Libra. Or maybe your person is just very focused on fairness. But that's interesting. Neat. All right. Thank you for watching group 3? Yes, 3. If you'd like to get a private reading with me, you can contact me at snowcitytarot@gmail.com. You can also look at my rates in my description box. Until next time, I want to thank all of my viewers. I'll see you next time. Bye now.